Hello and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 8. In the last one, we set up our mystical agriculture kind of like auto farm. I did double this up because I got enough essence to do it, got a little bit more iron to set up these hoppers and these buckets. So now that's doubled and that is running very smoothly as you can see. But I think the first thing we're going to do today is I'm going to move this farm real quick. Now, pretty much any plant we could ever need, we could do with the botany pots. We could do it, but that just feels kind of lame. So I'm going to set up another farm just for this industrial hemp right here. So these industrial hemp plants, once they grow like that, you can just break the top and it will give you seeds and the actual string. You don't have to break the base plant. So this is the first thing we needed to start, and that's going just fine. And then we've got about a stack of this string, which would be a really good start. Now the other thing we're going to need is treated wood, which is made by using creosote. Creosote is made from the blast furnace and the coke oven. It's made from the coke oven. We need to make a coke oven, which is going to take some coke oven bricks, clay, brick, and sandstone. Interesting. So we need some of these coke oven bricks, and then we're also going to need some blast furnace bricks. Ooh, that's an interesting recipe. That's actually new. So I guess we're going to have to go to the Nether before we can get the blast furnace. That's just to make steel for now. But we need the coke oven and we need the engineer's hammer. This is our first big step. Everything is based on this thing right here. So now that we've got this, we've got bricks. We need to make that coke oven. So we need some clay, we need some bricks, and we need some sandstone. So I've got clay in my backpack. I need to get this cooking into bricks. Oh, I forgot this rotates things. Let's get 64 clay in there because we need 27. How many does this give us? 3. So we need to make 9 recipes. 9 times 4, we're going to have 36 clay, 36 bricks. So I can take, that's 34, 35, 36. That'll be 36 because you already have 1 brick here. And we'll take out that 36. The last thing we need is sand. There is sand over there. Here is our dedicated spot for our coke oven. Let's just slap all this down. Last one right there, and boom, we got a coke oven. I think we all know what that looks like. Anyways, the coke oven is used for many fantastic things. I think we'll start by taking 8 coal blocks should be good. And then we need some kind of tank. So let's see what kind of tanks we got here. Immersive actually has some tanks. We need probably the easiest tank we can find. Boom, easy. Basic fluid tank, 32 buckets for 4 redstone and 4 iron. And that is our first thing into mechanism, but we won't worry about that for now. I think I have, what does it take to make a fluid pipe? 2 buckets, redstone, and a good bit of iron. I think we have the iron for it. 2 buckets. Let's grab us a piece of redstone, iron, redstone, and buckets. So the way this thing works, I believe it outputs through the back or the bottom. So let's just go like this, and let's go like that. Disconnect that one. Take that as an output, and then we should just throw these blocks of coal in here. It's going to start cooking them down. It's going to give us coke blocks, coal coke blocks, and then creosote should dump into here. I guess we can just pull it out straight with a bucket, but that's kind of lame. While that's cooking, I'm going to get working on this path a little bit more. Now we're also going to have our blast furnace right next to this. So this is going to go right here. Our blast furnace will, or at least our basic blast furnace, will be right here. So 1, 2, 3. That looks like maybe there will be a fine place to start turning. These are some of my favorite tech mods. It's Create and Immersive Engineering, because Immersive is very, very visual. It's a very visual mod, so like you'll have wires hanging across, you'll have wheels that are actually moving to give you power, you'll have like a bottling station that will take bottles on a conveyor belt and show it filling. So it's kind of the same idea as Create, where it functions that same way, but I think Immersive is easier to start into, and it's going to supply us some early power for other mods like Mechanism and Industrial Foregoing. Another thing I should consider doing is putting some kind of tree in a botany pot so that I just have constant wood incoming. Probably be a good idea. Ooh, I can actually put the archwood trees in there. That's good to know. Honestly, these botany pots are kind of a broken item. So once we get the creosote, the first thing we're going to be making is going to be like probably a water wheel. Most likely a water wheel, which takes steel, I guess, from the blast furnace. So I guess I'm going to have to find some magma blocks. I can go to the Nether soon. I mean, I've got some decent gear. Nether shouldn't be a big deal. But we make these treated wood planks with the creosote. We get a water wheel going, and then we're going to need a kinetic motor. Kinetic dynamo. That's what it is. So we need iron plates, copper coil wire, copper wire coil. No, copper coil block. Coil block, mechanical component. Okay, we've got our kinetic dynamo. I hope this is at least finished up one bucket by now. Or one block. Don't see any liquid in there. Oh, so close. So we got creosote oil. I actually didn't even need to come back out here. So now we're going to make our water wheel parts, our segments. So we need lots of wood here. Let's go like that. Let's grab a full stack of wood. We're just going to throw up a crafting table right here. It will be right in between our two things. It'll be accessible for both buckets. Anyways, we've got 40 treated wood planks. Then we just need that steel ingot. So we have all three of these water wheel segments. We need that steel ingot, so it's off to the Nether. For now, we're just going to throw it right here. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that'll be the look for now. Let's just light this baby up, and we'll hop into the Nether. So we need to get a few things from here. I brought some buckets. I want to get some lava. What the heck is this? I don't know. I'm taking it, though. What did it turn into? Soul shrooms. Huh. Oh, wow. Full stack right there. So that was like a 2-second trip. Now we need to finish this blast furnace so that we can get steel, and then the steel will be the centerpiece to our water wheel, and we will have power generating. But we need a place to put that power, and we need a way to get the power from the water wheel to the generator. So we're going to work on that real quick. Got our redstone block, we got our 2 mineral blocks, we got our mineral shards, and there we go. All right, so now we've got our energy battery. We need to take some copper. We're going to make some string, some coils, and then we need some of those LV connectors was the last thing. I'm actually not going to worry about making this into blocks, even though it's a little bit more efficient, because we need one of these steel ingots for starting off our whole thing. Well, that's cooking up. I'm going to make a few more pieces to a water wheel. So I'm thinking over here will be kind of the power generation area. We'll start with immersive power, probably along this side, and then we'll get into some other things, big reactors, thermal power on that side. So now the blast furnace is done with that. We've got our 3 pieces of steel. And we finished our 3 water wheels. And as far as I remember, if you're holding this in your hand, oh no, it's just a tiny little wheel in your hand. One of these things, maybe it's in Create. Some of the things you're holding are absolutely massive. There we go, we got that down. Then we slap on our water wheels. Perfect, just like that. And then there's a very specific way to make this work correctly, and I'm gonna need some slabs to do that. So if I'm right, okay, the water's gonna come down right here, so I need it to stop there. All right, so now what we do is you take LV connector, some wires, slap that on there. And then from now, we're just gonna have it all go right to this energy cube right there. Take these LV wires, slap those together, and that is now getting power. It's actually not bad. That's about a full 1,000 FE a second. So the way I'm thinking about kind of managing this pack, and you guys will have to tell me whether think it seems like a good idea or not. Thinking about having a bunch of episodes where I start into certain mods, and then we'll loop back to every single mod and kind of build it out from there. Because it is a lot just to get something started before you can really get into it. But next, I'd like to get into apotheosis or apotheosis. And I really just want to get into that for the mega enchanting, because that's going to be ridiculous. I mean, mega enchanted diamond or netherite or whatever is going to be awesome. Anyways, signing off. I'll see you in the next one.